team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game. Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back.
Yeah. Run up and up his hands. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 52.
Pilot, 64, read.
57.
Ready?
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
X3, 218, chop.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike.
Off the play fake. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Check 3, check 3. Check 37, check 37. Match box. Right, he's coming. We got double up. Hey, switch. New Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Double time. Here we go. Watch 7. Hey, alert 3. Check 99. Kill.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check 3.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Stop your whining. Out. 66, pull it, pass. Tight going. Check. Hatchet. Slam.
Derrick Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Jones. Off play action. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chargers nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 53. He don't know no better. Joe, 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. 164. Wait. Let it go.
Running from the gun with Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Haskins will throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
At the Chargers' 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Well, they've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it, press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off. I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now. I want the knockout shot. And if it doesn't happen, you've got my back, don't you? Go get it.
And if you don't get it, the other offense, they've got a long way to go in the other direction. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check nickel. Watch out. Watch out for creeping. Safety's creeping.
This is Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Tighten up. Tighten it to 6. Pull it.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better bet?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 13. Check.
They begin with Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Check Henry. 52 right here. 52. Leo, I'm coming after you.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Chark 64 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Next to score, Buccaneers 27, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three.
Now Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Check 26, check 20.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
I know he ain't got it.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down.
Switch.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Derek Wolfe. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. No, off. Hey, Mike 52.
Now it's Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Haskins. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Get him all. West.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a handoff to Henry. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He's not going to get me. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Joker, 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 joker.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Jones now, off the play fake, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check, 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 check. 6-6, pull it high. Ready?
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 80 weapon.
Jones operating from the gun. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Rush in.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Alert flare.
They go right back to Singletary. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.